Hey everybody, this is RockPaperMario and welcome back to Let's Play Pokémon Yellow. I nearly said The Legend of Yellow again, just like I did in the other part. When we last left off, we were just after fighting this sailor, and now we're going to fight this sailor. But I'm kind of anxious that my Pokémon might be a bit, especially Charmeleon, might be a bit under-leveled considering how well, let's just get into a battle. You know what they say about sailors? Well, I don't know, their tops are made of rubber, their bottoms are made out of springs, I don't know. What was I going to say? Yeah, I'm kind of worried that my Pokemon might be under-leveled because, well, Charmeleon definitely, because the next gym leader is, just like all of the gym leaders in this game, is a challenge. I must say, they really... it's a real shame that Nintendo don't make Pokemon games hard anymore, because this game is probably the most difficult Pokemon game, especially the gym leaders. The gym leaders in this game are absolutely, they are no joke at all, literally, I kid you not. So yeah, we're just here fighting a Shelter with Charmeleon doing next to no damage. Don't really know what else to do. Well, this is sterling commentary, isn't it? Anyway. Oh my god, this is so terrible. I guess you're just going to watch me do this battle against Shelter. Well, you see, the reason my commentary isn't that good is that I'm worried about what happened the last time when I recorded Pokemon Yellow. Do you remember where I had to, like, post-commentate and stuff like that? I do not want to have to do that again. This is doing next to nothing. These digs are doing nothing. Oh well, that was good. Critical hit. Critical hits pierce defenses, by the way. If a Pokemon has used Withdraw or something, then a critical hit discounts that Withdraw. It doesn't put the Withdraw into effect. But yeah, the way I had to post-commentate and all that, I am so sorry about that. I was so annoyed when I realised what had happened. I was just... Let's see if Pikachu can cheer me up. Oh, well, he's kind of happy. He's vibrating. Everyone vibrates when they're happy. Everyone's happy when they get vibrated. There's an item. Let's see what this item is. Ash found Ether. That restores PP of the move or whatever. Let's talk to this guy. I like feisty kids like you. Okay, back away, mister. Yeah, I'm kind of worried that may happen again, and I hope it doesn't. There don't seem to be any troubles over there on the preview screen, but I don't recall there being any troubles previously on the preview screen either when that happened, so I guess we'll just have to cross our fingers and hope for the best, because I think it's because, well, I don't know why it's because, I think it's because of the way I'm playing it through an N64, that's why it's giving me trouble or something like that, that the amount of processing involved in it processing as a Game Boy game through an N64, through a Dazzle into Pinnacle or something like that, that's the reason why it's giving me trouble, because it does drop frames. Like at the moment it's dropped 15 frames in 10 minutes, but that doesn't make much of a difference, in fairness. But still, it's annoying. I prefer if it wouldn't do that. Like, when Wind Waker doesn't record like that at all, it doesn't drop any frames. So, what was his next Pokemon? Horsey, again. Oh well. We should be able to... Oh well, another bubble. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Bubbles of the air. There are bubbles of the earth just as there are bubbles of the air, and these witches are bubbles of the air or something like that. Or bubbles of the earth, whatever. I just remember this when we did Macbeth in school, which I love Macbeth. Well, there's Bubble again. Joe, in that scene where Oh, I thought Charmeleon died there. No, he just dug a hole. Joe, that scene where Macbeth, like, is accosted by the witches for the first time, and I think it's it's Banquo was with him. It's Banquo was with him, and they say that the witches are bubbles, and I just think that's the funniest thing ever. I just think it's really hilarious. They're like, oh, these witches are bubbles of the air or something like that, or bubbles of the earth. And the witches have beards as well, which I think is funny. So my friend and I, we drew like this comic book of Macbeth, but it was kind of like Macbeth for kids, in which we condensed like what happened in Macbeth down into like a single frame. And there's this one really funny image of like Banquo and Macbeth going, oh, what did they say again? Oh, they said there's like some funny line in it as well where they say that where they say something about the witches or something. But there were like these 3 pink bubbles with like beard, with like goatees and witches' hats, and they were the witches. So that was Macbeth for kids. It's probably still up on the internet somewhere if I looked for it. I might ask my friend if she could like find it for me. But oh, Charmeleon. Yeah, as I said, I'm kind of worried about this next gym battle that's coming up in the next few videos. I might have to do it today, but I'd like to hold it off for as long as possible, if I'm honest, because I'd like to do some off-screen training before it. Because I'll just say it. I'll say it out straight. The other way in like the anime, Ash had to fight Lieutenant Surge twice because the first time he fought him, his Raichu completely massacred Pikachu. Well, I'm hoping that doesn't happen to me, which is very likely to happen. That battle can be so difficult sometimes. Like if you have Bulbasaur, then and you're using Bulbasaur, then you're not going to have too much of a problem because Ivysaur's defenses are quite good, as well as being resistant to electric attacks. But other than that, you're in a pretty difficult place. That's one of the reasons why I taught Charmeleon Dig is because it can be extreme. It can save your life in that battle. I'm probably going to go at Raichu like I did it with Starmie and try and poison it or something. Oh, you're not that bad. Yeah, maybe I should stop like ranting about what's going to. No more room for items. What? That's horse pocky. Well, what can we get rid of? Oh well, see, I have loads of this crap that. Oh, I will be back in 2 seconds when I have deposited items. Okay, I'm back and we're going to check this item. And it is TM44. Is that rest or something? I think it may be. As you can see, I have noticeably less items. Use boot up TM, it contains rest. I have no Pokemon on which rest will be helpful at the moment because none of my Pokemon are bulky enough to use rest. Well, who are these bozos? Well, let's go. Oh, well, he's a trainer. He doesn't look like a trainer. Let's see. I suppose he's a sailor or something. Oh, no, he's a hiker or something, is he? Oh, no, maybe he's a fisherman. And that he is. I always thought the fisherman looked really weird. And now that I look at him, the fisherman's sprite, if you look at it, I'll just keep it on screen so I can talk about it. It looks like Mr. Miura from the Pokémon manga. Does anyone read that? That is... It's not a very popular one, really. It's not one of those ones that everyone talks about and that everyone knows about. But I read it, and I think it's just... It's an amazing manga. It's really, really good. The characters are so brilliant in it, and it's such a kind of a nice, just a normal slice of life, kind of a compelling story. And I think it's a really nice one. It's just a really nice one to read. Well, Charmeleon, come on, grow up a level. Would you ever grow up a stupid level? Yeah, so does anyone read that? I suppose I should explain to you what it's about. It's about these 2 guys who become best friends or whatever, and they decide to try and become manga authors and to like work for Jump and stuff like that. So, but it's really interesting and it follows their lives and their trials and tribulations and the characters in it. There's so many kind of rival characters and stuff like that in it, and each character in that is just so well rounded and such a good character. It's just it's a really good one, I have to say. Shelter. I can see myself speeding up this battle. I don't know. How do you guys feel about that speeding up thing? Because I'm planning like for some of the tougher dungeons and stuff like that to speed up a lot of the battles, but I don't really want to speed up battles on the SSN, but I might have to. I don't want the SSN to take 3 videos. Well, actually it might be handy because it'd give me the chance to like train before going against that gym leader. Well, there are other things I can do to procrastinate. I'm really good at procrastination. Do you like that episode of SpongeBob where he has to write the essay? And like at the end of the day, he like writes the essay about like saying what you shouldn't do at a stoplight or what you ought not to do at a stoplight or something. And it's like shooting the breeze with the mailman, bearing the pencil, stuff like that. Yeah, so I hope that doesn't... That sounds really terrible that I'm like, oh, I'm going to waste time before I have to like fight the gym leader or something like that. Ash defeated Fisherman. As well, I have stuff to do. I have to train a Pokemon for my team, one of my teams, because, well no, actually I'm not going to talk about that, because that'll be a surprise, hopefully. Walk that plank. I don't know. Never smile at the crocodile, never tip your hat and stop to talk a while, don't be taken in by his welcome even. He's imagining how well you put wood in his skin. Come on, Charmeleon, you can take out this bozo. Look, it's a Machop. Not the biggest fan of... What? Charmeleon, how come you're not doing any damage? It's really irritating that you're not doing any damage to anything. Charmeleon, you're supposed to be the most powerful Starter. Even though I'd debate that. I'm of the opinion that Blastoise is the most powerful Starter because, in my opinion, anything that can learn an Ice attack in Generation 1 is the most powerful anything. If you have a Pokemon, if you have Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, and Psychic on your team, then there's nothing that will be able to stop you. I'm being perfectly honest, nothing will be able to stop you if you have those 3 attacks on your team. Basically that means having a Lapras that knows Ice Beam, Psychic, and Thunderbolt. So yeah, to be honest, there's like, that's the thing about these Generation 1 games, they're a lot more simple, like let's say if you have an Alakazam, you're basically going to tear through almost everything that stands in your way, whereas it's not like that anymore. The Pokemon that were standard use in Generation 1, every team almost had an Executor, almost every team had an Alakazam or Snorlax or things like that. A lot of them have kind of fallen from grace, or even fell from grace by Generation 2, especially Executor. What harm, but I loved that guy. Well, look, a dead end. What kind of a ship has a dead end? Well, this might be the perfect place to go and, go for a break to heal my Pokemon, so I'll see you in 2 seconds, right about now. And here we are back on the SSN, having a wonderful time. Well, we went right, so I guess we're going to go left this time, but as far as I know, there are 2 different ways to go if you go left. Yeah, you can go up those stairs, which I think brings you out on deck or something like that, is it? Oh no, what? How many different places? This place is a lot more complicated than I remember. Okay, what's this place? Let's see. Our captain is a sword master, he even teaches cut to Pokemon. Oh yeah, that guy. Oh well, here's the deck. I love this part of the game. I'm probably going to end this video with an epic, an epic 2 battles. We'll do 1 more battle, because I'm worried about having to fast forward too much. Hey matey, let's do a little jig. A little jig. I'm not in this today. I'm really sorry. My commentary is failing because I'm tired. It's 9 o'clock no, it's 10 o'clock in the morning, and I am tired. Yeah, we can take out this guy. That was just a fluke the last time, him kicking our ass. It was probably because we didn't have any dig PP. Well, there we go. That's much better. Well, I guess there had to be some episode where I wasn't hyperactive and idiotic. And this is it. Because I have a lot of recording to do. I have to record the Forbidden Woods and Wind Waker. And that place can be tedious. It's not straightforward. It's possibly the least straightforward temple in Wind Waker. Definitely. It can be a bit annoying, and I'm hoping like I saw on other people who Let's Play that game, they did the Forbidden Woods in 3 videos, and that was when there was only an 11-minute time limit. I'm looking at probably with my lackadaisical attitude doing temples. That Dragon Roost took 4 videos. I'm probably looking about 5 videos with 15-minute time limit, which is just ridiculous. Come on, we need a critical hit to break through your defenses. We need to pierce your soft cocoon. With our lance or whatever, with all the phallic imagery. No, I'm a fan of Shelter. How can we not love Shelter? Shelter, look, he's so cute. Aww. And he's a shellfish. Like Stu Pickles. I like anything with a shell. Does anyone remember that episode of the Rugrats where they went to the zoo and Stu was talking about how he likes hermit crabs and tortoises and armadillos, anything with a shell? Well, I'm like that as well, because most of my favourite Pokemon have shells. I love Almastar and I love Cloyster, so and Kingler. Well, Charmeleon, are you planning on growing a level anymore? I mean, we can't go up against Lieutenant Surge like this. I mean, how can we go up against Lieutenant Surge like this? I mean, it's okay because our love will go on, because we're just tight like that, Charmeleon and I. We just, no matter what, they're not going to bring us down. Nothing's going to stop us now. We're just too big for that. Well, anyway, I guess I'll see you next time for hopefully a more interesting video, which it probably won't be because I'm recording it right after I record this one. So bye bye.